Hello, I'm Benson and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a Dashcam. Now I haven't done a review video for Dashcam for a while now because I don't need a Dashcam. Once you install one, you never need to touch them unless you want to upgrade. Now this one caught my eye as I browsing through the free products I can get from Amazon. I'm part of the Vine review group. This one came up, and to be honest with you, I am quite skeptical about this product because it is listed at £29.98, so that is less than $30, and it comes with a SD card for 32 gigabytes. So and this one does 2.5K or 2K resolution, so more than your 1080p. Now lots of things that might be missing as a full feature of Dashcam. For example, this one doesn't have GPS built in, so it doesn't track your speed or your location, which might be a good thing for some people. And the other thing is it's a single camera, so it only face forward. But to be honest with you, at this price, even if you buy two, there is a apply £8 voucher on screen. Now this is not a voucher from me, but this is a voucher from the Amazon. So effectively this one is only 20 quid. It's like, how can you make a camera for 20 quid, which includes a SD card? I really don't understand. My video is not scripted. Hopefully my information is useful to you, and you can share, like, and subscribe to my channel to help me grow. Even if it doesn't come with a rear camera, you can actually buy two of these and still a lot cheaper than some of them on the market. And the other thing is, like, a rear camera which comes with a set usually have a lower resolution. So even if the front camera is 4K or 2.5K, a lot of the rear camera is like only 1080p. So if this one costs 20 quid and is good, just buy another one and, you know, bung it to the back to record whatever happening at your rear end. And the other thing is this one has Wi-Fi, so this one can connect to a phone. So although this one doesn't come with a screen, but you can actually view whatever you recorded on your phone, which is really convenient nowadays. You never need to take the SD card out of the machine, plug it on the PC as such. You can actually view it on your phone. So this is it. Not a lot to show you guys. The box fit on the palm of my hand. I will, as usual, put the specification of the camera on the screen somewhere while I talk through the open box. So what do we have? We have a camera, which is really lightweight. And this one has the brand iZEEKER in the front here. I do like camera like this because, like, you know, they don't look too much. You don't want a big massive machine that shows that you're recording. And this one, usually I like to hide it just next to the rear mirror so I don't see it from inside. Okay, so there is no adjustment sideways, only up and down with this little pivot mount. It does have a sticky pad on top. Now on the advert on Amazon actually have a video of installation which shows you what to do in terms of installing it. It comes with a USB-C cable, quite a long length right here, so you can hide it behind the trim, and also a power adapter for your cigarette lighter. If your car already has a port, you can always plug that in. If not, then you can use this one with your cigarette lighter. You got a little tool to pry up the trim to hide the wire, extra double-sided tape with a reset pin, a micro SD card reader for your PC if you don't have a reader, and finally your instruction booklet. Now this is a plastic film which actually goes onto your screen first, so you adhere onto the windscreen, and then you put double-sided tape so it doesn't stick directly on the glass itself, which I think is quite a good idea if it does work. In terms of the camera itself, this is what it looks like. For £20, I seriously don't know how do they even make it for 20 quid. And that's the micro SD card, 32 gigabyte goes in there. With Dashcam, I always like to install and make sure everything works before I actually stick it onto the windscreen. The last thing you want to do is like stick it on and then you find out that actually it doesn't work and you have to pull it off. Instead of using the USB port, I'm going to use their adapter as well, because no doubt some of you will be using this. And this is my little power station, which I solar charge them, and then I use it whenever I need. So USB-C going to the side. As soon as I plug it in, you have a chime. And then you got the Chinese woman voice saying now recording. And then you got a blue and a red flash to show you that this is in operation. I wonder if you can switch that off, because I don't like that. Although it's not very loud, but anyway. What? Definitely turn off the voice command, because that sounds weird. It's supposed to be plug and play, so I guess that is actually recording right now. But what I'll do is I will download the phone app, install, and then show you guys what it is. So VIIDURE. Okay, I hope it takes me to App Store, because I'm not downloading anything which is not on App Store. Yep, this is on App Store, so it's called Video. Definitely Chinese app. 4.5-star rating. Select Wi-Fi and connect. Okay, so let's see. Okay, as easy as that. You connect the Wi-Fi network, which is started with the camera right there. Follow the instructions, and then straight away you come to the screen where you can see what is in front of the camera. So far, I have no problem with the installation. It's plug and play. Connect to the Wi-Fi to see the camera is quite easy as well. In terms of to view the video, let's have a look. So on the app here, you got download the files here. Download the file here. So let's go to camera file.
Stop recording.
So here you got loop, snapshot, locked, and parking. Now parking means that you need to connect the camera directly to the battery, which I don't really like, because I don't like things draining my car battery, just in case it never wake up again. Even though the technology mature a lot now, so they shouldn't drain your battery completely. Locked means that, you know, when you have an accident, just now I think when I shake the camera really hard, it thinks that you have an accident and try to lock the footage so you can't delete them. You also got snapshot, which has nothing in there right now. And then you got loop. Loop basically means that it just continually recording. And since I power this on, it has like been recording. So, you know, I can see some recording right here. I can press playback. And now it is playing back what we have recorded. I have to say, on the phone, most footages, even if it is 1080p, it looks relatively clear. But I think this one is beyond average, so I'm pleasantly surprised. Don't forget, this is a 20-pound camera. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Setting there are for the camera. So this is the camera settings screen. You got speaker volume. I will actually turn that down because I don't want to hear that annoying Chinese woman voice. Sound recording, leave it on because you can record sound. A boot voice, I don't want to hear boot voice. Resolution, you can choose 1080p or 2.5K. I don't see any reason why we would choose a lower setting. Unless the compression is really bad, but we're going to find out in a moment. Loop recording low option. So you got 1 minute clip, 3 minute clip, and 5 minutes clip. Now, I guess it's up to you what you guys want to do with this camera, but I usually like to have longer segments just in case they missed the in-between shots. Nowadays, with the good technology, that should be seamless between clips, but some of the older type or the rubbish one actually miss 1 or 2 seconds of footage every time it kind of moves on to the next clip. But I choose 5 minutes. Anti-flicker, timestamp, collision sensing, so it will lock the video for you. Parking monitor, and duration 6 hours. Like I say, you do need to connect this to your car battery. You got time-lapse recording. That's interesting. Wi-Fi, passwords, firmware, format, factory reset, and that's about it. So I guess there is no options of turning off the voice apart from turning down the speaker, I guess, until there's nothing left. So I'm in the car right now. I want my dash camera to be somewhere here, overlooking the bonnet. Even better if it is behind the mirror, so I can't really see much of it. Not a big fan of actually seeing the actual camera. So I'm going to give the glass a bit of a clean. So there's no glue or anything like that. This is literally just a bit of plastic, a bit like your phone. What do you call them? Screen protector. Now, no more annoying woman voice because I turned the volume all the way down. So as soon as I give it power, you should see the blue and red lights. So one of the easiest way to align your camera is to make sure you can see both left and right side of your kind of a bonnet. Now I need to put my phone down because I can't really work with just one hand. This is probably the hardest part of the job, is to hide the wire so you don't see it. A lot of people just have it dangling, and you know, I absolutely hate that. So eventually I'm going to do some cable management to hide it along the stem of the mirror. It's not too bad, you can't really see much anyway, but even better if I can tie zip it to behind this rail. And then you hide it behind the top trim right here. So the wire is actually tucked behind the headliner here. Goes all the way here. This plastic trim is easy to pop open, I guess same as many cars. This is a Honda Jazz. So this little tool will help you to pop up the thing, and then you could just slip the wire behind it and to make sure that the wire is not trapped. Here is a bit tricky. You want it to go all the way down to the side of the door, coming back onto the dash area where you can hide all the wires underneath the carpet. So camera is now installed. I think the mount is a bit weak, so you know it can tilt very easily. So I think I need to tighten it up with a screwdriver when I finish the video. But we're going to take it for a drive and see how good or how bad it is during the day and evening. So now it's almost sunset, so I'm going to catch the last bit of sunlight of the day. And I know the camera is working because I can see it on my phone. My phone and the camera is connected through the Wi-Fi, which is started from the camera. Now this is my wife's car, and the wire goes up to the headlining, go down the A-trim, and then down the footwell, and then down the footwell behind the carpet, come down to the center console where the power is from the cigarette lighter. Now I have another cigarette lighter which allows us to charge our phone as well as use a second device. The adapter which comes with this only have one slot. So if you want to use something else, so if you want to use another device, then you need to have another charger. And like I said before, it's so cheap at 20 quid. You probably want to buy another one for the rear, and then you still need another adapter which does the twin port, unless you have another port somewhere at the back. The wire is plentiful, you know, there's enough wire from, so there's enough wire from here all the way down, and I still have to snake coil it behind the trim right there to make it look nice. So now I'm going to take it out for a drive. So to get the footage of the camera is quite easy as well. As usual, connect to your camera and then you can see the files right here. So let me put cancel, go out, go back. So let's say you connect it to your camera, you go to camera and files. This is the main screen. So this is in my studio, this is in the car, part of them in the studio today. So all I need to do is just select, and I'm going to pick all the one which is on my driveway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now each of them should be 5 minutes. So this is about half an hour of the footage. And then you go to download. Now you go through the process of downloading. So you can see the speed. This is the LV64 MKA. On my phone, I can see a bit of a reflection on the dash. If we have cleaned the dash properly, there might be less reflection. Probably it's because it's dirty. Anyway, we're only driving slow at the moment because this is a built-up residential area. We're doing about 20 miles an hour. Oh, there's a car behind me. Let's keep up with the traffic. Beautiful, beautiful day today. Not very often in London. Wow, definitely a lot of glare just now. Now, one of the viewer in my previous video mentioned something about a polarized lens. I use that for my top photography, but apparently you can get some for the dash cam as well if that is what you need. Alright, so here is where I can test out the camera. Got a lot of pedestrian right here. Is he crossing? Not crossing? No. Okay. More number plate. Left, right, center. Someone trying to cross the road. Another great way for the dash cam is that, stopping people from either less in the UK, but a dash camera is very good for stopping people jumping on your hood and say that you have an accident and try to claim you. A lot less in the UK, but it does happen in the rest of the world. So here's the town center. Some nice people on the left. A lot of people is getting ready for the night out. Today is Saturday. This area is getting really, really popular. Okay, let's do a bit for Spirited Drive. I don't know about you guys, but I really, really hope this camera works because it's very rare to find something good for such a cheap price. I'm sure someone somewhere is exploiting child labor or cheap labor cost or messing up the environment, because there's no way you can make a camera with a SD card for £20 and still turn a profit. We are hitting the residential speed limit of 30 miles an hour. This delivery driver is lethal. They all have a learner plate and driving one of those small moped, which doesn't require them to have a full license. Okay, driving into the sun. Couple of people on the left. Can you see what they're wearing? Alright guys, so this is a nighttime testing of the dash cam. This is a £20 dash cam, so I don't expect too much from it, but it should still record something. Now on my phone I can see what I'm recording right now, so I can see color of the car, which is a good sign, but I doubt that you can read any number plate. Who knows, maybe. Right, the first car on the left is a white car, and the registration plate is MJ63KFK. Couple of girls getting into the car on the right, a woman shall I say. Let's drive to town where there's a bit more light. So here is all street lights at the moment. Coming up to the junction, I'm going to turn left. thing about Dashcam is even the very expensive one might not perform right in night time. But if you do have an accident and then both of you stop, then you can still use the footage. But if it is someone like a hit and run, then you might be if it is a hit and run, then you might have trouble trying to locate the car just by looking at the footage. But anyway, so here's the crossing. This car is parked up. I might pop into the shops and buy something. Quite tempted to. Massive pothole on the floor. So what do you guys think? £20 for a dash cam? Would you? I'm gonna finish my video here because I am not going back into my studio for so late in the night. So if you find my information useful, don't forget to share, like and subscribe to my channel and help me grow. Oh my god, this is a bit close.